BlueCloudsTV as flight number 124 airborne. Welcome on board today, February 2nd, 2022, and we are live. And the subject for the stream today is going to be winners and losers of the January transfer window. We're going to go into deeply, but not all. We will go through specific players of the either the top four teams, players that were moved in between, and players that were going out. We will talk about these players and find out who really came out with the best deal and who really miss out on certain players. We'll find out. I'm gonna give you my losers and winners. Now explain to you why these players are really why these players are losers, or either a specific club is a loser or an individual it's a winner. I'm being joined here by the one and only, the extraordinaire, the Lionel Messi of sports analysis, the I'll say the Ronaldo of all vlogs behind the scene, Stephen Costi. Stephen, welcome to the stream.
What's up?
Not much. How you doing, Stephen?
I'm alright.
How is the weather treating you over there? How is the weather like over there?
Cold.
Cold? That's some cold. How? How cold?
Oh, I don't know. I don't look at that. I just know it's cold.
It is very cold over here. Very, very cold. And we've hit the storm have hit down. Right now we can talk about almost about 6 inches or 6 to 7 inches of snow down there. I just shoveled my driveway not too long ago. And then just on my deck. And then looking at it right now, it's too much. It's too much snow. It's too much snow. Right after stream I have to go there, tell my snow plow the whole thing away. That's just a lot of work over there. Yeah, but let's get back to business.
Hmm?
What do you make of the subject matter for the day? What do you make of it?
It's gonna be interesting because I'm sure we're gonna have different points of view on like who the winners were, who the losers were.
I believe so. Definitely. Different. We're gonna argue. You and I are gonna argue over here, fight a little bit concerning concerning who losers are, who we consider as winners. You know. So let's get into it, Steven. Let's get into it. Guys, before we start the whole entire program, don't forget to like the video and then also share the video on any platform that you found yourself. Bottom left corner below, keep your bell notification icon active so when we go live, you wouldn't miss anything from Blue Clouds TV. And remember, as usual, your host, Nate Zion, we're streaming live on YouTube right now. Like the video, like I said. So, Steven, who's gonna go first? You want me to go first?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. I'm gonna start with my winners very soon. My winners are Donnie Van Der Beek, straight from Manchester United, and complete transfer to Everton. Lampard is in Everton right now, and he's put his foot to the ground. You know, behind the scenes, we've seen other players also joining Frank Lampard at Everton. We've seen also ex-players joining Lampard managerial team. Latest addition is Joe Edwards, Ashley Cole going in there, and also as usual, probably his right hand man will be his another ex-player. What's his name again? The other one he was with at Chelsea.
Jody Morris.
Jody Morris will still be there with him.
Jody Morris said that he wanted to focus on his own coaching, though, didn't he? Like to become a manager or something. At one point, I'm sure he said that.
Okay, so he's not going to be with Lampard at the moment.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. By the way, so yeah, we're looking at the January transfer players that are really gonna affect a team going forward, because the reason for bringing in players in the transfer window is to be able to boost your team, or the squad that you already have. So at this moment, we have Donnie Van Der Beek coming in from Manchester United. He didn't have much game time under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did not fancy him or did not know how to use Donnie Van Der Beek. Always prioritize either Pogba or McTominay or somebody else or may Fred over him. And anytime he plays, we all see how good of a player he can be. So at this moment in time, he's with Everton, and Everton also are in crisis. They've had a new manager. Frank Lampard is in there. I think Van Der Beek, with inclusion of Coutinho, also has had a very great impact already. So I'm very, very sure.
United have paid her dirty money for that, then United can get done.
I know, but it's obviously not going to come out, is it?
Of course it's not, because United will pay them off.
Look at that, that's deep, isn't it?
That's messed up.
That's proper messed up, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's showing something about the whole Greenwood situation.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's something that we're also going to talk about. We haven't talked about Greenwood at all. So Greenwood is also another player that we will also talk about as time goes on. So looking at going back to what I was talking about the inclusion of Donnie Van Der Beek. He was being favored, and Ole also not favored, and the Ralph Rangnick. So going to Everton, you could tell that this guy is desperate to succeed in the Premier League. So yeah, he will help Everton with inclusion of other players, Coutinho, and some other players that they add to the Everton squad, and also manager bounce back definitely is going to help them. With we saw what Frank Lampard did with Chelsea earlier on, but I don't know if his defensive work or this defensive stability is going to change from what really happened at Chelsea. This is something that I feel that they are my first winners of the January transfer. Then we'll come back to Newcastle United, a relegation team, a team that is fighting to get himself out of relegation. As of now, the position on the league log is not good at all. So what can Newcastle United do to be able to get themselves out? Where from from where they sit? It's very, very difficult. The Arab money is in, and we'll see them making lots of transfers, bringing players in and out, just just like that. Newcastle sits right now in the if we talk about the bottom three, this sits 18th in the league log. So yeah, they brought in players like Kieran Trippier. Trippier also 12 million plus add-ons coming from Atletico Madrid. Another good player. But then as to what I think that is going to impact the team from what they have at their at their right back, right? He's a right back player, right?
Trippier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he
right back.
Played on the left.
Yeah, he played on both sides, so he's adding versatility of versatile to the team. So yeah, Trippier also is going to help them move forward, and also Bruno Guimaraes, 24 years old, also very young. He's the guy for the future. We see his attribute, what he can do. Either he can play with the team with the ball, so he can. Bruno Guimaraes is a player that can play. He can definitely play part in most of the top 6 teams. He can probably play Chelsea team, who Manchester United, even play part in Manchester City. Bruno Guimaraes, a very good player, coming from a good signing coming from Lyon for 33 million plus add-ons. And also the last player another player we're going to talk about is Matt Targett from Aston Villa on loan. So I wouldn't say, I wouldn't really read much more into it because he's a loan player coming in to help them. And also I'm going to talk about the Dan Burn situation. Dan Burn, he's there, very bulky, tall player, long balls. He will knock and put them in the back of the net. Also, on a good day, he can get you goals. On a very good day, he can get you some goals. But the creativity that will come from the midfield will help Dan Burn get more goals for Newcastle United. 13 million is not that bad at all. It's not a bad money from a Premier League player. Also, we're going to talk about last winner. My last winner will be Jurgen Klopp. Klopp really fancy a player that his team played against. And he saw how dangerous that team can be. He saw how wonderful Luis Diaz can be. So right on the top, I mean, window opens, he set his eyes on Luis Diaz to the extent that he has to fly a private jet all the way from here to Colombia. I think Colombia. They said, I said they were playing in Brazil or something. The guy is a Colombian player, but then 25 years old. Also another one for the future. He believed that Luis Diaz is a guy that they want. He's a very fast player. They played against FC Porto earlier on in the Champions League. He knows how fast and dangerous Luis Diaz can be for their team. So he went in and got his man flying all the way to do his medicals and do paperwork and bring him to Medicide or Mercedes or Mercedes, whatever they call it. Is it Steven? Is it Mercedes? To Liverpool, to Anfield, to Anfield.
Merseyside.
Merseyside, yeah, I said Mercedes. Merseyside. So yeah, to bring him to Anfield to really inject some kind of pace and then uh different style and be more threatening to the attack. Although before even Luis Diaz, Liverpool have been a bit better. Have been better. They played well. They haven't lost any game since the departure of Mane and then also the departure of Mane and then Mo Salah. They've been playing good. Also Baby Keita. Those three players gone to the African Cup of Nations playing with one is with Mali, the other one is with Senegal, and the Mo Salah will be playing the semifinals very soon against Cameroon, which is going to be another big game for Mo Salah. I pray that they don't go through any injuries, come back healthy, and help Liverpool continue their winning ways and continue being on top of the league. I mean, second position in the league log, only if they don't fumble. Those are my winners. I'm gonna go back to Steven and see what Steven think of what I've put down, and he's also gonna give us his winners, and then we'll come back to the losers. So Steven, what do you make? What are your losers or your winners for the transfer? Your winners for the transfer, yeah.
Okay, so the first one I've got is Aston Villa.
Okay.
Because they brought in Diaz and Coutinho. Both players had an instant impact for them. It looks like they're going to be good deals. I don't think they really lost anyone of note either. So that obviously factors in as well. Like they haven't actually weakened; they've genuinely strengthened. Whereas I'll get on to it. One of the actually, technically, both teams I have as losers actually got weaker rather than stronger. But yeah, those two deals, those players came in, had an instant impact in the first couple matches for them. So far, those deals look to be good. We'll obviously see in the long term how it works out for them.
Yeah.
There's not really much more to say on that. The second one I've got is Everton, because the Dele Alli deal is initially a free. They won't have to start paying anything until after the summer because they don't have enough games because it worked out. I can't remember what I said on stream. I think it worked out to something like 13 million after he's played 20 games. But I think all the clauses only come into effect as of the summer. So until the summer, it would be a technically free transfer. And then obviously you said Donnie Van Der Beek from Man United on loan as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Donnie Van Der Beek. Yeah.
Yeah. Great deal for both player and club because he hasn't been getting the game time, which you obviously stated, but also it gives him a chance to show what he can do because we've seen what he could do at Ajax, but we've not really seen much of it because he's not had the consistency at United. But when he has had time, you've seen why they bought him in the first place. They just don't like to use him for whatever reason. And maybe that gets him back into, I presume he'll probably still be in consideration for the Dutch team for the World Cup anyway. But yeah, I think it'll definitely help him to solidify. Again, I don't really think there's much in terms of major outgoings. They've really strengthened, and both players cited that Lampard they had conversations with him. And
Yeah.
it seems that Lampard's someone who, like Steven Gerrard at Aston Villa, has the ability to attract players to the club that they're at, because Lampard did it at Chelsea as well. Gerrard did it when he was at Rangers. So, seems like both these young English managers have the pulling power for these players that they want to sign, and players are willing to like put everything on the pitch for them.
Yeah.
Third one, someone we actually didn't really mention on deadline day.
Yeah.
I think deserves a mention. Obviously, Christian Erickson, like he's a winner. Like he gets to play again. He gets to come back to England where he had in terms of numbers, he had success. Obviously, not trophies. He can't have success with trophies when he's at Tottenham, innit? But he sort of seemed to really enjoy himself when he was over here, and after everything that happened, you can't help but say like he's a winner in this window. He gets to play again, and hopefully we get to see the best of him. Obviously, it's got to take time. He's got to he's been working on his fitness, and then he's got to adapt to the style that Thomas Frank wants. But yeah, let's just hope that we get to see Erickson we've all seen throughout his career.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be good for him in the long term. He'll go out on his terms, get a retire on his terms. He hasn't been forced into retirement. Yeah, they're the three winners I've got.
All right, Steven got three winners. Now I'm gonna go through my my losers. My losers will be one will be Antonio Conte, the winning Conte, and the third one will be Mikel Arteta. The second one will be Mikel Arteta, and my third one will be Jesse Lingard. And the reason why I'm saying Antonio Conte, in the sense that Antonio Conte brought certain players, but the apps to what those players are really going to gel, and then move Tottenham from where they are on the league to a different position on the league block. It's going to be very difficult comparing. I mean, how long it's going to take them for them to gel. It's the same thing compared to Newcastle United. But when you look at Newcastle United situation, they are trying to get themselves out of the bottom three. They're just trying to get themselves out there. So with them, I won't fault them. I won't say much. But then with the inclusion of the players that Everton. You see, I say Everton. Tottenham are trying to bring in. I don't see that there are players that are really, really Antonio Conte's players. So it will be another problem in the course of the season. We're here to see. They're not players that Antonio Conte really wants. So I would say Antonio Conte has really lost over there, because he cannot moan. He cannot say much right now until summer, where we see the real Antonio Conte. And also over here, I said Mikel Arteta. I said Mikel Arteta and Arsenal in the sense that Mikel Arteta loaned Kolasinac, I think Kolasinac to the French league, and then Pablo Mari to the Italian league. And then we're not able to bring in, I think they loan out almost about 4 players, and we're not able to bring in any players that will change the style or even score goals, and even score goals when Lacazette or Edin Ketia are not putting the balls in the back of the net, because we've seen that they've gone through certain games without scoring. They're on drought. They've gone on goal drought. We don't see much coming up from Lacazette, and also Edin Ketia, who is really as of now uncertain to sign a new deal for Arsenal. He wants to move on. He's not really fancying the project. He doesn't even think that Arsenal really want him for the future. So he's thinking about himself, about moving away. Yet they went ahead, and then they've suspended Aubameyang, which we saw that happening in the course of the season, where Aubameyang has his own problem with Arsenal. They went ahead and sell a guy that have carried Arsenal Football Club for the past 3 seasons. He's always been the talisman, the one that carries the whole team, scoring so many goals. The guy that can give them almost about 25 goals a season. They've sold that player to Barcelona, who really wants him so that bad. He has to go to a point that they have to cancel his contract, terminate his contract for him to move on. So there's no player coming in to help Arsenal moving forward. Now we're seeing the fingerprint of Mikel Arteta at the team. There should be no more excuses. So to me, if there's no one coming in to help Arsenal scoring more goals, I feel that Arsenal are one of the losers, or they are losers, and also Mikel Arteta stands tall in being a loser in as a in the January transfer. And also my third one will be Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard, with him, I don't understand why he did not fancy any move from Manchester United. Jesse Lingard also the same predicament situation with Donnie Van Der Beek. He wasn't fancied by both coaches. So now why is just Lingard sitting at Manchester United just for the money? I try to compare the same situation with the
quickly.
Go ahead.
I don't think it was Man United themselves came out like on actual deadline day and said he wasn't leaving.
Okay.
It wasn't actually down to the player. I presume it's to do, like I said on actual deadline day stream, I
Mhm.
presume it relates to the actions of his teammate as to why he's not been sold or loaned out. Yeah, because of what they said, I'm gonna say that it wasn't his opinion. It wasn't him that chose to leave. It was them saying he can't leave, essentially.
Well, if he can't leave and he doesn't get much game time, why can't he ask? Why can't he put in more pressure to move on? You get what I'm trying to say, Steven?
Get what you're saying, but then at the same time, United weren't gonna let him go after what happened anyway, were they? Let's be honest.
I agree.
He could have asked and asked and asked, and they would have said, "Look, we can't let you go because of like your teammates' actions. We're now a player less than what we would have had."
Okay.
So yeah,
So
I just wanted to quickly put my 2 cents on that.
yeah. Well, yeah, these are some things that we're also gonna talk about. It is very important. So to me, I put him there as a loser, but then Steven is justifying. He's arguing in the sense that I cannot do it. I cannot do that because it was a club that intent to keep him there. It wasn't him. It wasn't his choice. So yeah, I agree with Steven on that aspect. So Steven, who are your losers?
Okay, my losers, I've got. Well, I had noted down two. One of those is Arsenal. I think that goes without saying. Obviously, they lost Aubameyang for nothing. They're now relying on Lacazette and Eddie Nketiah till the end of the season. Not only are they relying on them till the end of the season, both of their contracts expire at the end of the season.
Okay.
So they're going to have to replace them anyway. So they've not helped themselves. They also failed to fulfill the North London derby against Tottenham due to numbers. And then they went out and loaned or permanently sold 6 players in the remainder of the window.
6 players. That's a lot of players.
Yeah, so Balogun went, Aubameyang went. I just had it up and now it's gone off my screen. Aubameyang went, Balogun went, Maitland-Niles went, Chambers went, and then I can't remember the other 2 that I saw. There's 4 straight away. Like they didn't help themselves. Oh, we can't fulfill a fixture because of numbers. Let's get rid of 6 players. Yeah, that's a great idea. And the one player that they did bring in from the MLS, I believe, I could be wrong. I think it was from Colorado.
Was it goalkeeper? Was that a goalkeeper?
I can't remember if it's goalkeeper or centre back. Yeah, I think he was from Colorado Rapids in the MLS, and he's not going to actually join up with the squad until the summer anyway. So yeah, Arsenal are loser because not only are they relying on 2 players as their forwards that contracts expire at the end of the season.
Yeah.
But they've also got to replace those players because their contracts expire, and they've not strengthened. They've not bought anyone in. One player they bought in can't join them until July because that's part of the deal that they struck. The other team I had as a loser was Norwich.
Norwich City.
Yeah, Norwich City. They're in the relegation zone. I believe they came out after the summer window and said they probably wouldn't get anyone in.
Yeah.
But it's besides the point. At this point, you look at it and you go, okay, so we're in the relegation zone. We're probably going to get relegated. We should at least make it look like we'd go make an effort. Instead, they got rid of one of their best players in Todd Cantwell on loan to Bournemouth, I think it was. So you've not bought anyone in, and you've got rid of one of your better players on loan for the rest of the season. So if people were foolish enough to think they won't go get relegated beforehand,
Yeah.
definitely go get relegated now. No, let's be honest. Like, you just got rid of one of your best players. Like, what are you doing?
Well, probably. I think they're out of the they're out, right? They're out of the relegation. The last game they play against was it Man United? I think.
They beat Watford and Everton in their last two matches.
Yeah, they beat Watford. Yeah, they beat Watford.
Yeah, but
Where
so one, so they're 17th. Newcastle are 18th, Watford are 19th, Burnley are 20th. Burnley have 4 games in hand on Norwich and are only 4 points behind them.
so
Watford have 2 games in hand, are only 2 points behind them, and Newcastle have 1 game in hand, only 1 point behind them. So they're just going to end up bottom of the table again.
yeah, they'll go back again. Norwich will go back again.
Hmm.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't see them surviving the Premier League. I think they'll be going down.
Everyone had them getting relegated at the start of the season anyway, but they've just not helped themselves. You've just got rid of one of your best players. Like,
so which of these teams do you see surviving? From there, Newcastle, Watford, and Burnley. I see what Newcastle leaving. I mean, moving on, getting themselves out.
getting relegated. Oh
No, getting
by the
themselves
way,
out.
Chelsea women are winning 1-0.
Okay, great news. Good news for our young ladies. I can get the game.
Nor can I. I've got the Old Firm Derby Rangers Celtic on instead. That kicks off soon.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like Burnley's luck and Sean Dyche's luck might finally run out, even though they got the 4 games in hand on Norwich. Because if we look at teams at the bottom, so if we go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we go from 13th place, yeah, we've got Palace on 24 points, Brentford on 23 points, Leeds on 22 points.
Yeah.
Everton on 19 points, Norwich on 16 points, Newcastle 15, Watford 14, Burnley 12. But outside of Brentford, who Norwich actually have a game in hand on, every one of those teams has a game in hand on Norwich. So Norwich should go be down. I think Everton could potentially turn it around because they've only played 20 games, whereas some of the teams have played 23, 24 games.
Yeah.
Newcastle maybe just get out. I think, yeah, like I said, I think 2 of them, I would say Norwich probably go down. I think they'll go 20th. I think Burnley 18th, maybe Watford as well. Yeah, I think probably Norwich, Watford, and Burnley potentially.
And looking at the fixtures at this moment. Look at this. We've seen Arsenal playing Wolves. A point will be dropped from here again. One of them we're gonna lose from. We just see Arsenal don't have anyone to put the ball in the back of the net, so that'll be another problem here for the Emirates Stadium.
Be confirmed. That date hasn't changed. The first ones are all got to be date to be confirmed because they're all games that got postponed.
Yeah, all these games. So that's a lot of games.
The next game's Burnley, Watford.
Yeah, Burnley, Watford. And on Tuesday we have Tuesday. Oh, Tuesday, yeah, Tuesday, Newcastle, Everton. Yeah. What time?
So we've got Burnley, Watford, and then Newcastle, Everton. All four teams are right at the bottom of the table.
Are we gonna see a just hands down game for Man City Brentford?
I think so.
Man City wins. West Ham United Watford. Do you think he's gonna win that game?
Sam.
What West Ham? Definitely West Ham. West Ham will be moving on.
Mhm.
We'll take our 3 points. Burnley, Manchester United will
It
be
should
very
be United, but then when you see how United have been playing under Ralph Rangnick, you can't be sure of these things.
going in for a draw. I'm going in for a draw in this game. I'm going in for a draw. I don't know what the odds says, but then
It's not even like I'm taking a mick. Like genuinely under Rangnick, United haven't looked overly comfortable. Even when they've won comfortably, I don't think they've been convincing.
yeah, Burnley versus Man United. Going for a draw. Then we're looking on Wednesday. Yeah, we'll be looking on Wednesday. Manchester City, Brentford, which I think Man City will carry the day. They'll be playing at the Etihad, so yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy for Manchester City. Norwich City versus Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace carry the day, or is Norwich going to turn the clock around just like they did against uh Watford and Manchester United?
Palace only by one goal.
One goal. Who you think is winning?
Palace.
Norwich or Palace?
I said
Palace
Palace
one goal.
by one.
Palace win.
Like 1-0, maybe like a 2-1, but they'll win by one.
One goal margin. Okay. We'll be talking about the next one will be Spurs Southampton. Spurs Southampton, excuse me. Spurs and Southampton. You know, they've had certain players in there to help. I think this one it'll be a draw.
Sorry, cut you off. It's now 2-0 Chelsea women. Man United women
2-0.
just can't beat us.
All right, breaking news. Chelsea are up. Chelsea ladies are up 2-0 against Manchester United women. So Spurs Southampton. I think maybe Spurs will see out the wins. Maybe. It looks like Southampton are playing very well under Ralph Hasenhuttl, Huttles or whatever his name is. You know that guy's name. Yeah, that guy's name. I listened to certain platform that the pundits, whatever they call themselves, cannot even mention the guy's last name. It's very difficult. Laurie Bulls did the same thing. They can't mention his name. Ralph Hasenhuttl, whatever his name is. um, and also, so I think Southampton can win that game for me.
Southampton might be in trouble though because they've got Tottenham, then they've got Man United, then they've got Everton. They're their next 3 league matches.
Huh?
Southampton.
Southampton. So yeah, they'll try and probably they'll try and see if they can win this game. And also another one, Aston Villa is Leeds United.
Yeah, to be fair, they did draw with Man City in the last game. Oh my days, this game's full of goals and we can't even watch it because it's not on TV. Man U have got a goal back.
2-1.
In the last 6 minutes, there's been 3 goals. It's 2-1.
So are they coming from halftime or they are still on the first half?
So it's the 31st minute. Chelsea got their first in the 26th. They got their second in the 30th, and then Man United have scored basically straight away.
Okay. Yeah. How many minutes have we been? Check out.
About half hour, 35 minutes.
Half an hour, 35 minutes. So yeah, guys. It is. Yeah, 34 minutes.
I'm gonna say
1 more minute, you're gonna end the stream.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say surely Tottenham can't bottle the Southampton game and do a typical Tottenham Spursy job, right?
Yeah.
Surely not. If they do, don't get me wrong, I'll be laughing, but
Oh, great time, Showtime set up. Big up, bro. Big up to you. It always nice to see you guys all supporting the stream. Why is my thing off? Oh, it's not showing up. Thank
By the
you.
way, we were saying about the Chelsea and Man United women game that's currently going on.
Yeah.
Winner plays Man City or Tottenham women in the final of the League Cup.
I 123. Big up to you. Great time, showtime, and I 123. Love you. Big up to you all. She said I'm not sure what's going on my brother having problems with YouTube the past few times your live, and now my message on this on Discord are on the Discord are gone. I don't get it.
Yeah, I saw the message on Discord.
Well, I don't.
Whilst we were streaming.
Well, because of me streaming over here, I haven't really paid close attention to it. But yeah, Chelsea women. She said Chelsea women 2, Man United 1. It is 2-1 right now at the moment. 2-1 to Chelsea women. But then I'm sure definitely Chelsea women will carry the day. They will win it. They will win it hands down. So yeah, we've done with the streaming today, Steven. We're done with the streaming, right? Yeah.
There's anything else going on unless some crazy news breaks.
Yeah, there is not much going on right now, so we're gonna end the stream here. We'll be back if there is any breaking news. Okay, guys, catch us. Keep your bell notification icon active so you wouldn't miss anything from me and then Steven or the channel. Chelsea Women 2, Man United 1, and Heather, Penna Heather. She said Heather, yeah, 26, and Fleming 31.
I know
Yeah.
harder and then Jesse.
Penahada, yeah, Penahada 26 minute, and then Fleming 31 minutes. Yeah, they're banging in the goals. So we'll see you guys again very soon. Take care. Leo Desperandos, hang on to hope. We'll see you in the next video.